Press subscribe button below this video for more videos. Thank you. In this video, we are going to discuss about frequency shift keying. It is a digital modulation technique which allows data transmission by changing the frequency of carrier with respect to the binary values of modulating signal. So this is the definition for frequency shift keying. It is a digital modulation technique which allows the data transmission by changing the frequency of carrier with respect to the binary values of modulating signal. Or else simply we can say that the frequency of carrier signal is changes with respect to the binary values of modulating signal is known as frequency shift keying. Then we discuss about the theory of frequency shift keying. What is the definition we have to write for frequency shift keying? The frequency of carrier signal is varied with respect to the binary values of modulating signal. Is known as frequency shift keying. Here the digital data is converted into analog form so that it is a digital communication technique or else digital modulation technique. Let us consider the data 101100. We are going to transmit this binary data. Now I am going to draw the waveform for frequency shift keying. What we are going to transmit 10110 1 and this is 0, then 1, again 1, then 0, 0. So this is what we are going to transmit. What is the data we are going to transmit? This is 1 and 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. So this is NRZ waveform. Here it is plus 1 and here it is minus 1 volt. This is the binary data 101100 and this is the NRZ waveform. This waveform is on waveform corresponding to binary data 1. This is 0 off waveform. This is 1, again 1, 0, 0. And this is frequency shift keying waveform. For 1 we are getting the waveform like this. For 0 we are getting the waveform. Then again 1. Then again 1. For 0 the frequency is increased. So in this way we have data 1001101. So this is example waveform. The first waveform represents the NRZ waveform and here this is the normal carrier signal and this is high frequency carrier signal. This is high frequency carrier signal. This is low frequency carrier signal. If we are transmitting 0, we have to draw the waveform like this. See, for 0, number of cycles may be decreased, isn't it? For 1, number of cycle is increased. Okay, for 1 cycle, the number of cycle is 2 cycles. Almost 2 cycles are there. For 1, the number of cycle is increased. Almost 2 cycles are there. For 0, the number of cycle is almost 1, isn't it? So, for high frequency, the number of cycle is increased. For low frequency carrier, the number of cycle is decreased. So, this is the FSK waveform. For 1, almost we have to draw 2 cycles. For 0, 1 cycles are there. So, in this way, we have to draw the FSK waveform. As mark frequency and low frequency A is referred as space frequency. Mark frequency is represented by FM, space frequency is represented by Fs. So this is high frequency FM and this is low frequency space frequency Fs. This is high frequency FM and this is low frequency Fs, and this is also we have 2 high frequencies, and that FM represents the high frequency which is referred as mark frequency. Fs represents the low frequency which is referred as space frequency Fs. FSK modulation. It's nothing but FSK transmitter. So this is the simple block diagram of FSK modulator or FSK transmitter. So here voltage controlled oscillator is used as a FSK modulator. Voltage controlled oscillator is used as a FSK modulator. Here we are giving the binary input. From VCO we are getting analog output. So FSK waveform is the output for voltage controlled oscillator. It will generate a different frequency based on the binary input. Then the FSK modulator output is analog output. Here logic 1 is high frequency which is referred as mark frequency which is represented by FM. Logic 0 is low frequency referred as space frequency represented by Fs. Bandwidth of FSK 2 into del F plus FB is nothing but the bandwidth for FSK. Then FSK demodulation or FSK receiver. So in this we have 2 different types. One is coherent receiver, other one non-coherent receiver. For detecting the FSK signal, we have two different receiver circuit, coherent receiver and non-coherent receiver. So here we have multi-level FSK. For non-coherent receiver, no carrier signal is needed. No carrier is needed for non-coherent receiver. For coherent receiver, we need a carrier signal. So carrier signal is needed for coherent receiver circuit. Non-coherent receiver, we do not require, we don't know. For FSK demodulation technique, we have two different types of receiver circuit. One is non-coherent receiver and the other one is coherent receiver. For non-coherent receiver, no carrier is needed. For coherent receiver, carrier signal is needed. So this is the block diagram of non-coherent receiver. FSK is also called as BFSK because the carrier signal is changes with respect to the binary values of modulating signal. So it is also called as binary frequency shift keying. So this is the non-coherent receiver diagram. We are taking here FSK input and a band pass filter. Here also one band pass filter, then envelope detector, here also envelope detector, this is comparator, here data output. So this is the non-coherent receiver block diagram. Here the input is binary shift keying, FSK input. Input data is FSK waveform. We are applying FSK waveform to the power splitter. Then it is passes to the band pass filter. The band pass filter can pass only the mark frequency or space frequency to its envelope detector, okay. So the signal coming from the upper band pass filter and lower band pass filter is applied to the upper envelope detector and the lower envelope detector. Then it is output of envelope detector is applied to the comparator. The comparator will compare the data. So in this comparator we are setting one threshold value. If it is greater than 0, it is referred as mark frequency. If it is less than 0, it is referred as space frequency. It means that if it is greater than 0, it is high frequency. If it is less than 0, low frequency signal can be obtained. Or else simply we can say that if the incoming data of comparator is greater than 0, then it is considered as logic 1. The incoming data of comparator is less than 0, then it is considered as logic 0. So in this way we are getting the corresponding binary data at the output of non-coherent receiver. See, once again I am explaining the operation of non-coherent receiver. Here we are applying the FSK waveform at the input of power splitter. Power splitter split the signal. One signal applied to the upper band pass filter and the another signal is applied to the lower band pass filter. The band pass filter passes the corresponding output to the corresponding envelope detectors. The output from the envelope detector is applied to the comparator signal. So in this comparator we are setting one threshold value. If the incoming value of the comparator is greater than 0, then it is considered as logic 1. If it is less than 0, then it is compared as logic 1. This is FM and this is FS, space frequency. This is FS and this is FM. This is FS. Then here we are getting the rectified signal, DC level. Then I am going to draw the block diagram of a coherent receiver, binary FSK coherent receiver. Multiplier, integrator, adder, then decision device, choose one if y is greater than 0, choose 0 if y is less than 0, then threshold. So this is the block diagram of coherent receiver. In previous video I have explained about the coherent receiver operation. Okay, you can refer the previous video for understanding this coherent receiver operation. Matched filter, not integrated. This is matched filter. Sorry, this is not integrated. This is a matched filter. In decision device we are setting one threshold value which is equal to 0. If the signal coming from the summer is greater than 0, then we are choosing binary data 1. If it is less than 0, then we are choosing binary data 0. I think matched filter and integrator operations both are same. Advantages: FSK provides better noise immunity, signal transmission quite simple, FSK is suitable for long distance communication, bit error rate is better than bit error rate is better than ASK. Bit error rate is better than ASK. So here I have listed some of the advantages of FSK. Better noise immunity, signal transmission is quite simple in FSK. Then frequency shift keying method is suitable for long distance communication. Here compared to ASK, bit error rate is better. FSK utilizes more bandwidth compared to ASK and PSK. Detection of signal at a receiver is somewhat complex. So this is the disadvantages of FSK. It utilizes more bandwidth than that of ASK. Then the detection of the signal at the receiver is quite complex. Then we see the applications: radio, caller ID, then it is used in high frequency data transmission system. Then FSK is used in low speed modems. So these are all the some of the applications of FSK.